down on your knees.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Who sent you?
Nobody sent me. Get down on your knees!
Well, look, if it's money you want, I have $10,000 in my safe.
Give me your belt. Come on!
It's cash. You can have anything. Anything you want. What the heck? For God's sakes, what do you want?
Want these?
Hey, Lane. How you doing?
Hey. You owe me on the Chicago game.
You're a thief, all right?
Yeah, I'm a winner.
Yeah, what do we got?
The victim was Mike Strobach.
Valley Porno King.
Yeah, Mr. Adult phone call himself. Probable cause of death, 38 slug back of the right ear.
Sounds like a mob hit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Strobach's wrists were tied with his own belt and his shoes were gone. It's not your typical mob MO. Forensics is running a test, but we think it's Strobach's. 3 6s on the mirror, the belt, the shoes. Remind you of anything?
Tommy Warren case last year.
Yeah, case got a lot of publicity. Could be a copycat.
Maybe.
Miss Morton, this office will not have any comment until I have read the official police reports. I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir. Do you mind? I really don't like to have my picture taken. Thank you, sir. That's very kind of you.
Sorry.
This is a private office, you know.
Phil, I'm sorry. It's an occupational hazard. Sometimes I get carried away. Can we talk off the record?
Absolutely. How about those Lakers, huh?
JL, you have a reputation for being a fair man. I want to be fair, too.
All right, go on, Debbie.
Now, are you saying that you really don't see any similarity between the ritual killing of Mike Strobach and the murder of fight promoter Carl Regis last year?
I'm saying I have no comment.
Now, Tommy Warren was convicted on the Regis murder based on evidence developed by your investigators, and you personally prosecuted the case.
What's your point?
Well, you are running for re-election for district attorney next month. Are you at all concerned that you may have prosecuted the wrong man?
Young lady, I've said all I intend to say, off the record and on.
How about those Lakers?
Bye, Debbie.
Goodbye, JL. Thank you. Jake Stiles.
No comment.
Young lady,
Debbie,
you're going to have to leave
Lizzie,
this office.
it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Deb, no comment.
You were chief investigator of the DA's office in the Tommy
I'm
Warren
gonna do
murder
it.
case. Don't you dare, Jake.
I'm gonna
Jake, please, do you think that you may have helped convict? Jake, please
warned
stop.
you.
In light
I
of last
warned
night's
you.
ritual killing, no,
What
please.
ritual killing?
Please.
What?
Jake,
So
you got
ticklish.
tape, please. Billy, I'm trying to do a job here. You're making it very difficult.
All right.
All right, roll tape. All right. Jake, please,
No,
would you
okay,
please
I'm
stop?
serious. I'm sorry.
All right?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about the ritual killing in Malibu last night of Michael Strobach?
No comment.
Come on.
What?
What if she's right? What if we put the wrong man away?
I'd never try a case if I didn't have evidence.
What we had on Tommy Warren, JL, was circumstantial.
True. But it was strong enough to convince the jury that Warren was guilty.
Maybe it was you. Maybe you were strong enough to convince the jury.
What the hell does that mean?
When you went after Warren, you were on your game. Do you ever stop to think that maybe you're so damn good at what you do that you don't need all the facts?
Why so diehard about Tommy Warren, huh?
Saw the kid develop. I watched him go from Golden Gloves to the prize money. I saw him inside the ring, I saw him outside the ring. I didn't like what I saw.
Yeah, who's talking now? The boxing fan or my chief investigator?
Same guy.
The media is going to be after us on this one, let me tell you, starting with that young lady on the 6 o'clock news tonight. So you make the Strobach investigation your top priority. You got it? And if you find evidence that Tommy Warren was wrongfully convicted, I'll personally file the motion for a new trial. Is that fair enough?
Fair enough. What's with the ties? What's going on?
Oh, I'm supposed to get my picture taken for a campaign poster this afternoon.
Go with the green tie.
Green, huh?
Yeah, it's a nice color on you. And it's white enough to cover the gravy stain on your shirt.
All right, quiet, everyone. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2...
Police officials remain baffled by last night's ritualistic murder of pornography king Michael Strohbach in his Malibu condominium. According to sources close to the investigation, many aspects of Strohbach's murder bear a striking similarity to the killing last year of boxing promoter Carl Regis. At the time, the prime suspect in the Regis murder was welterweight boxing champion Tommy Warren, seen here in his final title defense fight 2 years ago with trainer Johnny Nardo and cornerman Doug McEwen. Despite the circumstantial nature of the DA's case against him, Tommy Warren was found guilty of murder in the first degree, though he and his father never ceased to insist that the real killer was still at large.
My boy is innocent. District Attorney McCabe knows he's innocent, but he'd rather get a quick conviction to close the case rather than to work to uncover the truth. End of story.
Also certain of Tommy Warren's innocence was fight promoter Arnold Levine, who financed Tommy's failed final appeal earlier this year.
Tommy Warren is the greatest welterweight in the history of the sport. And you know why? Same reason I know he didn't kill Carl. Integrity. Tommy Warren's got integrity. And in this game, integrity is something you respect.
Were the ritualized killings of Carl Regis and Michael Strohbach committed by the same person? Is Carl Regis's killer still walking the streets? And if so, doesn't that mean that the court convicted an innocent man? Earlier today, I put those questions to District Attorney J.L. McCabe.
Miss Morton, this office won't have any comment until I've read the official police report.
That report can't come too soon for Tommy Warren. This is Deborah Morton for KCDM Investigators.
Show me. All right. Yes. Good. That's it. Now the oil.
Hi. Do you play bullwhip?
No, but I could learn to do that.
It's not a game.
I see.
Bullwhip's the star of our film.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm sorry, ladies, but I'm already under contract.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
Bye.
Looking for something?
Janine Flint?
Right here.
Thought you were Mike Strohbach's office manager.
I am. Now. Before and after. Stretch marks.
Huh. I see. Showbiz is pretty rough, huh?
So, what are you, a cop or something? DA's office. Well, that's a laugh.
Why's that?
Strohbach spends a fortune hustling you guys around in court, and now here you are hustling to find out who topped him.
Do you know who might have done it?
In this business, you're real smart if you know nothing at all. All I know is that poor sweet Mike is croaked, and I mourn his passing.
Poor sweet Mike? Is that the same Mike that put you into the hospital with a black eye and a broken rib?
You two know each other?
Oh, yeah, Jeannie and I did a tape together.
What's that called? I'll go out and rent it.
In your dream, Styles. I did an 8-part series on phone porn for the 6 o'clock news, and I interviewed Janine.
You told me what I said was off the record.
It is. For now. Now, come on, Janine. Don't whitewash that toad Strohbach. I mean, not with this sicko killer still running around loose.
Mike had a mean streak. He liked to hit. Hard. I wasn't the only one he smacked around.
You're the only one I know of.
Any idea who'd want him dead?
Pick a name.
Let's be a little bit more specific, Janine. Or film at 11.
Did you follow me?
No.
Did you?
No, I followed the story here. We make a pretty good team, Jake. Just need a little give and take. What do you say?
Well, I'll take this. I'll give you this. You see, it worked out, right?
Hey. Jake.
Herman Scott heads up the Citizens Judicial Oversight Committee. He raised some questions I felt you should field as district attorney.
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to explain whatever I can.
Mr. McCabe, as I told the mayor, we want to know when you intend to file for a new trial in the Tommy Warren murder case.
I don't.
I think JL is trying to say that there are certain procedural questions which need to be dealt with.
No, I'm saying I don't see any grounds for a new trial.
How about that man that was killed last night? The news report says that his murder was identical to the way that Carl Regis was killed.
Well, there are certain similarities, but no decisive connection. And we've looked for that connection, Reverend Scott, believe me.
How about comparing the bullets from the two murders? I understand that the gun that killed Carl Regis was never recovered.
Yes, that's true. But the slug the medical examiner took from Strobach's body was too badly damaged for positive identification.
You're still convinced that Tommy Warren killed Carl Regis?
I am. Now, the night of the murder, Tommy Warren had a violent argument with Carl Regis in a restaurant. We have witnesses who testified that Warren threatened his life.
We all say things that we later regret, Mr. McCabe.
An hour after that argument, Tommy Warren was seen entering Regis's office. And again, we have witnesses who overheard gunshots and saw Warren run from the building. When the police arrested him, Tommy Warren had blood under his fingernails. Carl Regis's blood, Reverend.
Tommy never denied going to Regis's office. He said he found Regis shot and checked his pulse.
Which explains how he got blood on his hands? I'm afraid the jury didn't believe that story any more than I do, sir.
So you won't file for a new trial?
Not without more evidence.
Thank you for your time, Mr. McCabe. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir.
JL, Tommy Warren was a hero in this town. And you and I have an election coming up. You better be right about this.
If I'm not, you'll be the first to know.
Carl was my man. He got me my first fight. He managed my career. He made me rich. Why would I want to kill him? Had to be some nutball killer.
And you think the same killer murdered Michael Strobach?
You got another idea?
Well, the DA seems to think...
The DA doesn't want to cop to the truth that he nailed the wrong guy. Wouldn't look good when people went out to vote.
Do you think that the district attorney's refusal to reopen your case might be politically motivated?
You got another idea?
An hour ago, I spoke to the police officer in charge of the Strobach investigation.
All I can tell you is the investigation's proceeding.
But is it true that there are no suspects?
Sorry, miss, no comment.
What about the slug taken from Mike Strobach's body? Is it true that it was too badly damaged to positively identify?
I said no comment.
That was a very non-committal Sergeant Link Connell. 2 men dead, possibly by the same hand. A third man, apparently innocent, wasting his life in prison. And the police, apparently baffled, unable to find the real killer. This is Deborah Morton for KCDM Investigates.
Thank you, Deborah. And now one other.
Hi.
Well, hi.
Who told you those 2 murders had the same MO, and how'd you know about the slug taken out of Strobach's body?
Nice to see you, too.
There weren't any reporters at his place, so how did you know?
You ever been to Gill's? It's this nice, dark bar around the corner. Nobody ever goes there. Too quiet. Some people think it's romantic, but I think any place is romantic if you're with the right guy.
Give and take.
Uh-huh. You're gonna take me there, and I'm gonna give you the check.
Here for you, sir.
Thank you.
And a white wine for the missus.
Thank you.
Well, here is to being mistaken for somebody's wife.
And here's to being mistaken for a pretty lady's husband. No. Okay. Strobach, how do you know?
Oh, there it goes.
There goes what?
My fantasy. I was having a date.
This isn't a date.
Good. I'm too busy to date. Do you?
What, date?
Fantasize?
Yeah. I fantasize that I ask this woman a question and she answers it.
And this woman, is she a knockout?
She's gonna get knocked out, yes.
Oh, come on, Jake. I helped you at Strobach's office, right? Let's make this a two-way street. We can trade information.
Debbie, this is a murder investigation. This isn't that. I'll show you mine and you show me yours. I want to know who's tipping you at Strobach.
Peter Stewart.
Oh, he owns the Golden Sands in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm. And the 2 casinos in Atlantic City. Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
Oh, when you're a billionaire, you can afford to buy ears everywhere.
Why'd he tip you?
Well, I used to work for him. But, it didn't work out.
Okay, listen. I told you that I won't trade information, and I won't do that. But if...
What?
You hear of something that's about ready to break, if I can give you a head start, see what I can do.
Thanks. So, do you think that maybe when you're not busy and I'm not busy, I don't know, maybe we could actually have a date?
I'm not doing anything right now.
Me neither. Oh, is that mine?
It's mine. Saved by the bell.
Come on, let now. Okay, the jab, come on. Move inside with the jab. Get his butt. Hey, don't let him get away. The jab, come on. What are you doing?
How's the kid doing?
He's doing. Hey, I said don't roll away from
ready
me.
for the front card slot 3 weeks from Sunday.
Well, what you want, Mr. Levine, and what you might get could be 2 different things. This kid moves like he's made of cement.
So what do you think, Doug? I think he's no Tommy Warren. You guys come into the office. I got some news.
Okay, hey, enough. Break it up. Hit the showers. Make sure they don't hit back.
All right, come on, fellas. Help me celebrate.
What?
My lawyers filed the petition for Tommy's new trial tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's fast.
We're gonna hit now while the mayor's feeling the heat. In a couple of weeks, Tommy gets out of jail, and we set up the hottest title comeback since Ollie took Foreman. It'll be great. Tommy.
Forget the election. You keep eating like that, you won't live long enough to make office.
Jake, when our pioneer ancestors crossed the Great Plains on the Oregon Trail, they didn't make the trip eating oat bran.
I see. Eggs and bacon made the country great, right?
Exactly. What have you got on the Strobach case?
Nothing. Not a damn thing. I don't know. Maybe there's no connection. Maybe he was killed by a copycat. I don't know.
Well, maybe I was wrong. And Carl Regis was murdered by a serial killer who's now struck again, huh? Well, I don't buy it.
There's one thing.
What?
Peter Stewart tipped Debbie Morton to Strobach's murder.
Oh, I know that man. He's one of the mayor's fundraisers, right?
I'm sure he would like to promote a Tommy Warren fight at one of his hotels, too.
How did Stewart find out about Strobach?
Pays a lot of flies to hang out on a lot of walls.
Jake, has it ever occurred to you that somebody might have killed Strobach in order to make Tommy Warren look innocent?
It's a thought, yeah.
Come on, Jake. Humor an old man, will you? Find out who's visited Warren at Chino lately.
Yep.
One of them might be Strobach's killer.
All right. Do me a favor, will you?
What?
Cut back on the bacon.
Max, how would you like to have some bacon, my boy, huh? Oh, this is wonderful. Huh? Come on, Max. Et tu, Brute, huh?
Deborah Morton said I tipped her to the Strobach murder. I thought reporters were supposed to protect their sources.
Peter, what's your interest in Tommy Warren?
Papaya juice?
No, I'm on a strict diet, thank you.
Please, sit down.
All right.
It's great stuff.
Yeah?
Just bought a processing plant in Hawaii.
Did you really?
Tommy Warren. What do you know about hotels, JL?
They charge too much for their rooms.
In Vegas and Atlantic City, the large hotels are pretty much the same. The one thing that separates one venue from another is a customer's perception of value.
Well, it's mystique, isn't it?
Exactly. I've developed something of a name in real estate, JL. The Peter Stewart Tower is synonymous with elegance.
And money.
A great deal of money. The Peter Stewart name lends mystique. My name on the Golden Sands Casino and Hotel triples a customer's perception of value.
Tommy Warren.
A championship fight at my hotel with Tommy Warren topping the card increases a customer's perception of value 100-fold.
I thought that you were just another fight fan.
I think boxing's moronic.
Yes. Peter, do you and Tommy Warren have a deal for a fight if he's released from prison?
As a matter of fact, that's why I went to see Warren last week. He turned me down, for now.
Does he have a contract with anyone else? Like perhaps Arnold Levine?
Tommy's a free agent. For all the good it does him. You said you had 2 questions.
All right. How did you manage to get the facts about Strobach's killing before I did? And why did you tell Debbie Morton?
I have my sources. And Debbie and I were quite close at one time. The moment I heard about the killing, I knew it would make an important story for her.
For her, Peter? Or for you?
Friendship, JL, it outlasts money.
We all love Tommy. I mean, Johnny Nato, Doug, Tommy and myself, family.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me what you and Tommy talked about last week when you saw him in jail?
Future, his plans after parole. I told me if you ever need me, I was there for a job. You know, I mean, as a convicted felon, you know, Tommy can't get a boxing license.
Not unless his conviction's overturned.
There's that.
If his conviction's overturned, who promotes his comeback fight, you?
Whatever Tommy wants. But if he does decide to make a comeback, that's front page news, newspapers all over the country. You know, forget Tyson and Holyfield. If Tommy Warren gets back into the ring, it's the biggest payday of all.
In light of so many similarities between the murders of Carl Regis and Michael Strobach, the apparent ritualistic nature of both killings, and the reputed involvement of organized crime, the defense petitions this court to put aside its original verdict in the case of the people of California versus Thomas Warren. Your Honor, an innocent man has suffered long enough. In the name of justice, set him free.
Mr. McCabe, how do the people respond?
Your Honor, the murder of Carl Regis and the trial of Tommy Warren were both highly publicized. The details of the killing, 3 6s written in blood on the victim's mirror, the tying of the victim's hands with his own belt, the taking of his shoes, the caliber of the weapon used. These are all facts well known to the public. Anyone could have killed Michael Strobach, and for reasons of his or her own, made it resemble the murder of Carl Regis. Anyone. Now, I am the last person on earth who would want to keep an innocent man in jail. But despite the elegant assertion of the defense, my office has yet to find one shred of evidence that proves the murders of Carl Regis and Michael Strobach were committed by the same man. And until such evidence is forthcoming, we see no justification to dismiss the court's verdict in People versus Warren.
The court agrees with the people. This motion is ill-advised and a frivolous misuse of the court's time. The petition for dismissal is denied.
Mr. McCabe, the court has refused Tommy Warren's petition for a new trial. How will that affect your search for a connection between the Regis and Strobach murders?
The investigation remains open. Therefore, I find it impossible to comment.
Why don't you tell the truth, McCabe? You don't care what happens to that man as long as my Tommy stays in jail.
Come on, Raiders, it's not the way.
My Tommy is innocent. You know he's innocent.
Take it easy.
Mr. Warren, Mr. Warren, I understand your pain. The police are still looking for Michael Strobach's killer. And they'll find him. Then we'll all know the truth.
McCabe, wait. I really...
Move, stick him. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Move. Inside. Yeah. Boom. All right, right there. Come on, keep him moving. 30 seconds. Let's go. Eat him up. Move. Hit him. You're not dancing.
McCune. I know I made a mistake, but it wasn't my fault.
Listen to me. Next time there won't be any mistakes. All right. Just read tomorrow's paper. Jab. Come on. Dig. Whoa. Go to the mirror and do some shadow boxing. We're busy. Got a couple of these guys here who's gonna be on the Saturday night card. Where you looking? Might as well stay home, huh?
That won't take much of your time. I was checking with a few friends of yours over on the north side.
North side?
Yeah.
I don't know anybody on the north side.
Ah, I didn't know you.
Who?
Loan shark by the name of Lonnie Kidd. Say you're in there for about 200 grand. Looking for a living, 200 grand, that's about 4 or 5 years' pay before taxes, right?
I have some debts. What's that to you?
You need Tommy Warren out of jail, don't you? You need another big fight, right?
That's crazy talk.
Where were you the night Strobach was killed, do you remember?
I was here. Ask anybody, go ahead.
I'll do that. Thanks for your time.
Everything okay? Yeah. He was just fishing.
Fish?
Yeah, what's wrong with fish?
Nothing. Won't chew up your shoes. Don't need to be walked at night. Very rarely get fur balls perfect pets.
Well, not home very much. So I don't have a lot of time to take good care of a dog or a cat.
got fish. Why, you got something better than fish?
Oscar.
Oscar?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Oscar?
Oscar's my dog.
Oh, really?
Hmm? He's loyal, he's warm and cuddly, he's always there. He's stuffed.
Okay.
So,
So,
you watch your fish float and I vacuum Oscar twice a week. Oh, we have such full lives, Jake, don't we? I mean, we work, we dream about work. We get up and go back to work. Oh.
and you love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
You do. You love it.
Hmm. Oh, this is nice. You know,
What?
I work 24 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
7 days a week, sometimes 8.
Sometimes, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
I drive people crazy asking question after question. I drive myself crazy trying to get better at what I do. Be the best there ever was, ever will be. You know, I love it more than breathing, Jake. And I don't really know why. I can't really explain it.
You don't have to. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know. You do.
You been reading my diary? Huh?
So, here's to being mistaken for someone who knows something about love.
Come on, man, just tell me what you want. You want coke, cash? I got it all. I got it, just tell me.
Don't answer it.
Oh.
I got it.
Hang on. Yeah, I will. Yeah. Wait.
All right. Okay, I'm on my way. Yeah.
What? What is it?
Another murder like Strobach's. It's already on the police radio. You gotta move.
I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
I'm with him.
No, you're not.
Well, what happened to the two-way street?
The street's out here. I'll be right back. Stay where you're at.
3 6s on the mirror. Wrist tied by his own belt. Apparently his shoes are gone. Everything's the same as it was before.
Except this guy was shot in the head 3 times. Who was he?
Ross Bloor.
Jeez. The feds are gonna have a field day with this one.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. Bloor's arraigned on a $10 million drug bust. He gets out on bail. 2 nights later, he's blown away.
You think there's a connection?
I don't know yet.
Well, who's the victim?
Ross Bloor.
The drug dealer?
Yeah.
We just did a big story on him just a couple of days ago.
There'll be another one today.
Hey, Jake, now you promised that you would give me a head start, huh?
All right. Bloor was shot 3 times. Forensics recovered 2 of the bullets. Link's gonna take those 2 bullets and try to match it with the bullet that killed Regis.
When will the report be ready?
Should be out of the lab by 2. If I hear anything else, I'll let you know. Will you leave me alone now?
Yes. Okay, thanks. You're sweet.
Maybe there's a mob connection. Bloor was mob. Strobach had mob distributors. I don't know.
It's almost 2 o'clock. When we get upstairs, you better call your friends at the lab, huh?
Yeah.
No, here we go.
Mr. McCabe, what is your reaction to this report?
Where the hell did you come from? What report?
Well, the police lab made a positive ID. Your ballistics experts are certain that the same gun was used to kill both Ross Bloor and Carl Regis. Now, doesn't this mean that you prosecuted the wrong man?
Hold on. Where'd you get that?
Mr. McCabe, do you still believe that Tommy Warren belongs in jail?
Young lady, I haven't even seen that report. This office has an entire case under review. I will issue a statement later this afternoon. Now, would you please? Would you mind?
Mr. McCabe.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's it. Go ahead. Turn that off. Turn that off. You with me? Come on, let's go.
What? Jake? Well, isn't this romantic?
Where'd you get this?
Well, I told the officer at the police lab that you said I could pick it up for you, so... Jake, I'm sorry.
I said to you I would get you the results. But you went behind my back and you used my name. What I told you was confidential police information. You knew that.
Jake, it's my job.
Your job? This is my job. I trusted you. That won't happen again.
I'm sorry. It's my fault she got that.
Is it true the same gun killed Regis and Bloor?
Looks that way, yeah.
And I'm gonna have to go to court and ask to reopen the Warren case. And if there's a new trial with this evidence in the hands of the defense, I'm gonna lose.
3 6s on the mirror, the belt, the shoes. Remind you of anything?
Tommy Warren case last year.
Despite the circumstantial nature of the DA's case against him, Tommy Warren was found guilty of murder in the 1st degree. Is Carl Regis's killer still walking the streets? And if so, doesn't that mean that the court convicted an innocent man?
The DA doesn't want to cop to the truth that he nailed the wrong guy.
So you make the Strobach investigation your top priority. And if you find evidence that Tommy Warren was wrongfully convicted, I'll personally file the motion for a new trial. Is that fair enough?
Let's make this a two-way street. We can trade information.
Deb, this is a murder investigation. This is not, I'll show you mine and you show me yours. Now, I want to know who's been tipping you on Strobach.
Peter Stewart.
Peter, do you and Tommy Warren have a deal for a fight if he's released from prison?
As a matter of fact, that's why I went to see Warren last week.
Does he have a contract with anyone else? Like perhaps Arnold Levine?
My lawyers filed the petition for Tommy's new trial tomorrow morning. In a couple of weeks, Tommy gets out of jail. We'll set up the biggest title comeback fight since Ali took Foreman.
Jake, has it ever occurred to you that somebody might have killed Strobach in order to make Tommy Warren look innocent?
My Tommy is innocent. You know he's innocent.
Take it easy.
Right,
Get him out of here.
Mr. Warren! Mr. Warren! Police are still looking for Michael Strobach's killer. They'll find him. And we'll all know the truth.
Come on, man. Just tell me what you want. You want coke? Cash? I got it all.
Mr. McCabe, what is your reaction to this report?
Where the hell did you come from? What report?
Well, the police lab made a positive ID. Your ballistics experts are certain that the same gun was used to kill both Ross Bloor and Carl Regis. Now, doesn't this mean that Carl Regis last year and suspected drug dealer Ross Bloor earlier this morning? Police have also confirmed that the ritualistic details of Bloor's murder match those of the Regis killing, as well as the murder last week of pornographer Michael Strobach in Malibu. This casts doubt on the manslaughter conviction of former welterweight boxing champion Tommy Warren, who was found guilty of the Carl Regis murder 8 months ago. Only yesterday, attorneys for Tommy Warren were blocked by District Attorney McCabe in their attempt to have his conviction set aside. Tonight, it's a different story.
My lawyer says the court's gonna have to let me go now. I can hardly believe it's almost over.
When asked to comment on these developments, District Attorney McCabe remained non-committal.
The investigation into both the Bloor and the Strobach murders is continuing. We have every intention of uncovering the truth, no matter where it leads.
Doesn't this prove Tommy Warren's innocence?
That's for a jury to decide, but I can tell you this. I have no desire to see an innocent man spend even one day of his life in jail. Excuse me now.
This is Deborah Morton for KCDM TV Investigates.
Oh, thank you. What is this, a diet soda?
It's fruit seltzer. It's good for you.
Jake, more than ever, I'm certain that Strobach and Bloor were killed by somebody trying to discredit Tommy Warren's conviction, to get Warren out of jail and back in the ring where he could make a lot of people awful rich.
I'm not saying I buy it. Okay, but let's just say you're right. I don't know, maybe Bloor was killed because the bullet from the first murder was too messed up for a positive match.
Bloor was shot 3 times.
I know. Not once, not twice, but 3. It's almost like someone wanted to make sure ballistics found an extra slug.
McCabe. Oh, yeah, he is. Hold on a minute. It's for you, Jake.
Yeah. Okay. Where do we meet? Yeah. All right, I'll be there.
Late date, huh, kid?
No. I'm not quite sure what I might be onto. I'll let you know when I find out.
Okay. Yeah. Max, how would you like some special new soda? It's supposed to be very good. Here you go. Look at that, huh? Go on. Go on. Don't let anybody ever tell you, kid, that you ain't got good taste, because you have.
Sit down.
Ground rules. We never had this conversation, okay?
Yeah.
How much do you know?
I know your vice boys put a bug in Bloor's house. I saw the wire on his phone this morning when I was there, so I called him.
Anybody else see it?
Forensics probably, what?
Damn.
What's the problem?
No warrant.
You kidding me?
Law was going to trial in 30 days, and we got a tip he was going to skip bail.
We wanted the bug to keep a track on him. We couldn't get a judge to sign the paperwork.
So you bugged him anyway?
Yeah.
Well, what would you have done?
Same thing.
Look, we never figured to use the tapes in court.
Yeah. Jake, you better listen to this.
Oh, my God, who sent you?
For God's sakes, what do you want?
That's Bloor.
Get down on your knees.
Oh, God. No! 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 No!
Play back. Not Bloor, the other guy.
Get down on your knees.
Oh, God. No!
You know him?
I don't know. I need the tape. Can I have it?
Yeah. Can't use it in court, though.
I know.
You tell the DA where you got it, and we'll deny it. I'm not losing my badge over some scum like Ross Bloor.
All right, relax. I don't want your badge. I just want the son of a bitch to pull the trigger. That's all I want. All right?
My guy says Tommy could get out 2-3 weeks top. Figured 2 months training.
4 months.
All right, 4 months. That means we could schedule a fight, say what, Valentine's Day?
Hello?
Excuse me.
What do you want?
Hi. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just needed to ask you all a quick question. I need to know where each of you were last night when Bloor was killed.
What, you think one of us killed him?
It's just my job. You know, it's routine. That's all. Where were you?
I was at home with my wife. You don't believe me? Give her a call.
No, I will. Thank you. I will. And you?
I took an 8 o'clock flight to Vegas. I just got back about a half hour ago.
Half hour. Okay. I'll check that out. How about you?
I was working a fight card down in Long Beach.
You and McCabe just won't let Tommy go, will you?
Just trying to nail a killer, that's all. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Ready? Yeah, ready.
You and McCabe just won't let Tommy go, will you? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. I have a brief statement, and I'll answer a few questions. It now appears a virtual certainty that Tommy Warren will soon be a free man. This is good news for those who support the cause of justice and admire a great champion in the world of boxing.
Yeah.
Conditioned only on the reversal of Tommy's conviction, I'm pleased to announce an agreement concluded today between Tommy Warren and Peter Stewart Enterprises, naming Peter Stewart Enterprises as Tommy Warren's sole agent, manager, and promoter. As a matter of fact, Tommy will be fighting the current welterweight champion, Roberto Maine, 3 months from now, pending the approval of the Nevada Boxing Commission, at the Stewart Golden Sands Casino and Hotel.
You can't do it, Stewart! Tommy owes me! Let me see that contract, you son of a... It doesn't end here. Don't think it ends here.
Now, folks, settle down. Mr. Levine does not own my boy. If this is what Tommy wants, this is the way that it's gonna be. And you can quote me.
Got something for you.
What?
You'll love it. Ready?
Good.
All right. First, I want you to listen to this.
I was working a fight card down in Long Beach.
Got it?
Yeah?
Okay. Listen to this one.
Get down on your knees.
Oh, God. No! No! No!
Well, that's the same voice on both tapes. Who is it?
Doug McEwen.
Tommy Warren's old corner man.
Yeah, the buddies from way back.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you'll do just about anything for a best friend, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. This thing is too complicated for McEwen to figure out on his own, though.
McEwen may have pulled the trigger, Jake, but somebody else put the gun in his hand. Someone with more of the gain than Doug McEwen.
Jake, you've got
Yeah.
a visitor waiting for you outside.
Okay. I'll work on this.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah. And can I have them call you after shift?
Jake.
I'll have them call you right away. Yes, sir.
Look, I know you're upset.
So it'll be after 2, though, okay? No, that won't be necessary. Yeah, okay, good.
I shouldn't have used what you told me to get the ballistics report on the Bloor killing. I just had a job to do. There's a story here I wanted. I just didn't stop to think about what was happening between us. I'm sorry.
So am I.
Can't we talk about it?
Debbie, I'm real busy right now, okay?
I really thought that we had something in common, that we understood each other.
You did, huh? So did I. Made a mistake.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Haven't had 2 minutes to myself since this morning's press conference.
Yes, I heard about it.
So now you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Why's that, JL?
Well, I told myself, whoever profits most from Tommy Warren's release, that's the man I ought to talk to about the murders of Ross Bloor and Michael Strobach. You're the man who profits most, Peter.
I make a killing wherever I can, McCabe.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a long way from murder. Besides, when both those men were killed, I was out of town.
I talked to your bankers. They say your casinos are having a little cash flow problem.
That's part of the business. It's purely temporary.
You need Tommy Warren's comeback fight to save your hotels from bankruptcy, right?
Aren't you under a lot of political pressure because of this case, McCabe? If you admit you jailed the wrong man, wouldn't that ruin your re-election campaign?
My re-election campaign doesn't have one damn thing to do with this. Why did Tommy Warren change promoters, huh? Why did he leave Arnold Levine for you?
I offered the better deal.
Did that deal include a ticket out of prison?
JL, I retain 24 ambitious and bright attorneys. If you go public with these allegations, they'd like nothing better than to sue you and the city for defamation. Consider this a friendly warning. Back off.
Will you consider this an unfriendly warning? Buckle up, Buster.
What do you say, Al?
Hey, Doc. Hope you enjoy it. I hear it's hard to get good deli in Chino.
What are you talking about?
Checked your alibi for last night. You know that fight you worked in Long Beach?
I was there.
Yeah, you were there for the first 2 prelims only. They gave you plenty of time to kill Boyd by midnight.
I don't have to listen to this.
Let me ask you something. Where were you that night Strobach was killed?
I was out of town.
There you were. Guys upstairs said you were at the gym all day. And nobody saw you that night.
Get out of my face.
Get a lawyer.
It's me. I know what you said, but I gotta see you. No, now, tonight. Yeah, okay, I got it. I'll be there.
Hi. Oscar's fault. I took him for a drag around the block and he brought me here. Okay to come in just for a sec?
Sure. Come on in.
Oscar, sit. Stay. Good boy. He'll do that for weeks. I went too far to get that story, Jake. I know that. Look, I'd like to tell you that it won't happen again, but that wouldn't be the truth. Oh, God, I really blew it with you, didn't I?
Yeah.
I know, I try to warn you, Jake. Getting the story, getting it first, getting the applause. I mean, it's my fix. It's like I'm addicted to it. I mean, it's cost me everything. Love, a family. I know that, you know, but I keep doing it. I can't help it.
I know that.
Oh, come on, Jake. I mean, you are exactly like me, and I think it just scares the hell out of you to admit that.
No, I don't want to get to where you are. I don't want to do that.
Okay. Well, can we at least, work together? Can we at least have that two-way street?
I'm having a real hard time with this. I'm having a real hard time. Okay?
Well, for old time's sake, when I was working with Peter Stewart, he had a bodyguard, an ex-fighter. He liked to rough people up, really got off on the blood and guts. Almost killed this Japanese businessman that Peter was negotiating with, so Stewart had to fire him. It was Doug McEwen. That is my going away gift to you. Any chance you got one for me?
Deb.
Hey, no, it's okay. No, I just thought I'd ask. Okay, come on, Oscar. I'll rush you home.
Yeah. On my way. Douglas?
Stewart, I did what you told me. I broke the gun down, dumped the parts all over the city. Believe me, no one will ever put it back together again.
Good. Why did you call me, Douglas?
That guy from the DA's office, Stiles, he's on to me.
What did you tell him?
I didn't tell him nothing. What, do you think I'm stupid? Listen, I'm gonna need a lot more money than we planned.
How much more?
I want 100 grand.
Douglas, what would you do with $100,000?
Wait. I'm the one who turned you on to this thing. I'm the one who got the gun from Tommy. Now I'm the one who's hot. I need the money. I gotta get out of town.
Not until Tommy's out of jail. I may need your help. Douglas, we've come so far. Why let yourself panic with the end in sight? Now, if you leave while you're being investigated, that could be construed as an admission of guilt. And if I give you money now, I mean, people would think that I shared your guilt. I'm going to stick with the original plan. I'm going to give you $50,000 6 months after Tommy Warren's released from prison.
You listen. If they arrest me, I'm telling killing Stroback and Blow was your idea.
That's a foolish thought. You have no proof. It's your word against mine. Trust me, Douglas. It'll all work out. I'll take care of you. I promise you.
Well, it worked. I put the screws to McEwen and he ran them straight to Stewart. That looks healthy.
Oh, yes.
Gonna eat that muffin there?
Hell no.
Great, I'm starving to death. Thanks.
You know, Jake,
Yep.
Peter Stewart hired Doug McEwen to kill 2 men just to get Tommy Warren out of prison.
We know what Stewart did, and hell, we gotta prove it now.
McEwen's the weak link.
All right. I'll squeeze him some more and see if he pops.
Jake, I might owe you one.
One. I own you.
You know what I think, Doug? I think if you were smarter, this case would be over. You're not very bright, are you? Somewhere you've got a boss telling you what to do.
If you're so sure you got a case, why don't you arrest me right now?
If we can't get the guy you're working for, sooner or later we'll have to settle for you.
I don't know what to do, Tommy. It's like when we copped those apples when we were kids. Old man Dominic, he knew we stole.
D, what the hell are you yapping about, man?
The way old man Dominic used to look at me. I saw him in my dreams. Stiles is looking at me the same way.
Hey, just chill, man, all right? Now, what are you thinking about doing?
Leaving, man. I gotta get out of town. But Stewart won't give me a dime.
Man, what are you talking about?
He's holding out. Listen, Stewart told you he was gonna get you out of jail, right?
Yeah.
And you give him the next fight, right?
Yeah.
Stewart told you he'd have me pop Strawback and Blow so it looked like you didn't waste call.
You know this, man. What's the problem?
I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is Stewart don't want to pay up. okay? I'm out here with Styles on my back. All I need is 100 grand walking money, and he's talking about being patient. Patient! This whole thing's gonna blow up any minute, Tommy.
Just take it easy, all right? Now, where are you gonna be at? Your place?
No, I gotta go hide out. Listen, I'll be in touch, okay? You talk to him. You tell him I need the money. You tell him it's mine!
Are you sure this man Styles thinks that I had something to do with those other murders?
Well, he seemed pretty interested when I told him that you knew how Michael Strobach was murdered, even before there was an official police report. How did you know that, Peter?
Well, you've worked for me before, Deborah. You know my sources. Politicians who owe me favors, policemen I've helped, reporters who owe me their careers.
Look, I haven't forgotten what I owe you, Peter. I think I paid you back. I don't remember you complaining. I just want to know your side.
I have no side. I've done nothing wrong.
I told Styles that McEwen used to be your bodyguard.
You did? Why?
I owed him.
Your work ethics. They must exhaust you.
Jake pressured McEwen. I think it scared him.
What makes you say that?
Well, he ran to see Tommy Warren at Chino this afternoon. And now I think that he's hiding out at Levine's gym. What is going on, Peter?
Yes. This will just take a minute. Hello. How are you?
And Mr. Stewart, I think this is something you ought to hear.
Stewart told you he'd have me pop Strawback and Blower so it looked like you didn't waste call.
You know this, man. What's the problem?
I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is...
I told you there wasn't a problem.
Yeah, well, this is my insurance. You just give me 500 grand and I'm out of here.
Under the circumstances, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, okay, fine. Well, Mr. Stewart, I don't want any trouble. I just want to get out of this thing.
So do I. Why don't we meet tomorrow, the same place as yesterday? I'm open to alternatives.
I don't know. I'll call you tomorrow with another place.
I'll be waiting.
Great.
Where were we?
You were about to tell me that you didn't have anything to do with the killings of Strobach and Blower.
I didn't. Now, if your friend Styles and the district attorney had one bit of proof connecting me with those murders, wouldn't they have arrested me by now?
So you're saying that I'm mistaken?
You're a reporter. You're supposed to have a suspicious mind. If you didn't, you wouldn't be able to do your work. And speaking of work, I'd like to finish mine before midnight.
Well, look, thank you for your time, Peter. I'm sorry I...
Done and forgotten. But if you want to make it up to me, we could have dinner Friday.
Why don't you call me, all right?
I'll do that.
told you he'd have me Bob strung back and forth. I wasn't gonna do anything with that. Stuart, I don't want any trouble.
You're just bright enough to make trouble, Douglas.
Doug! Oh, my God.
Did you get anything? Excuse me. Who's dead? Is it Doug McEwen?
Ma'am, I'm sorry you have to stay behind the
Look,
tape.
I've got to get in there, all right?
Ma'am,
just
stay
let me
back.
through, all right? Jake? Jake, just tell him to let me through, okay? I can't see what he's doing. Can you see what he's doing? I can't see.
Jake, I didn't do it. I gotta take you downtown. Come on.
Jake?
McCabe. Sir, Mr. McCabe, is it true you're charging Arnold Levine with the murder of Douglas McEwen?
Well, for now, Mr. Levine is being held as a material witness on an ongoing investigation. That's all I intend to say. Thank you.
Mr. McCabe, isn't it true that Levine and McEwen conspired to kill Strobach and Bloor? And weren't those killings an attempt to cast doubt on your conviction of Tommy Warren for the Regis murder?
Miss Morton, I would prefer to argue my case in front of a jury, but I will tell you this. I expect to file murder charges in the morning. Good day, Miss Morton. Ladies and gentlemen.
Jake.
Yeah.
Jake, come on. Do you mind? We'd like to be alone.
Now who's being romantic?
Stiles, you owe me one.
How do you figure that?
I gave you Doug McEwen.
I asked you for nothing.
I told you that he used to be Stewart's bodyguard.
So?
So you pushed McEwen, he panicked, he ran to the guy who hired him to kill Strobach and Bloor. He ran to Arnold Levine. You know, and I thought last night that you were probably going after Stewart.
Debbie, we got a lot of work to do.
I was with Stewart last night.
Why?
I was there for the story. I told him that McEwen was hiding out at Levine's gym. And for a moment, when I heard that McEwen had been killed, I thought, I don't know, I thought maybe I had something to do with it. I mean, if Stewart did it, but he didn't because you arrested Levine. But you didn't charge him. Why not?
That's not for you to know.
Now, Levine had motive. You caught him at the scene, so he had opportunity. So what's missing? What's missing? What's missing? The means. You don't have the gun.
I have no comment.
You don't have to comment. That's why you didn't charge Levine. Without the murder weapon, you can't prove that he killed McEwen. And you can't find the gun. I'm right, aren't I? Aren't I? In a case EDM investigates exclusive, an unimpeachable source in the district attorney's office informed this reporter earlier today that the police are missing a crucial piece of evidence needed to link boxing promoter Arnold Levine to the murder of cornerman Douglas McEwen. The murder weapon itself. According to legal experts, unless police locate the murder weapon soon, Arnold Levine will be released from jail sometime tomorrow morning. This is Deborah Morton, KCDM TV Investigate.
Drop it. It isn't my gun. I never saw it before. You can't prove a thing.
Read this man his rights and get him out of here.
You have the right to remain silent. You made a mistake and it will be used against you.
Name?
Tommy Warren.
Mr. Warren, where do you currently reside?
California State Prison in Chino.
And why are you in prison, Mr. Warren?
A jury said I killed Carl Regis.
And did you, in fact, kill Carl Regis, Mr. Warren?
Yeah. I killed him.
Would you tell us what happened?
It was an accident. I wish I could take it back. See, I found out Carl was rigging the books. He had two sets, one for him and one for me, with $1 million more in his books than mine. So I found him and I told him I wanted the money. He went crazy. I don't even know what happened next. Carl was dead, and I figured, hey, there'd be a lot of people glad to see Tommy Warren take the fall for it. So I tried to cover it up. I guess I knew it wouldn't work.
And why are you telling us this now?
You said if I told you the truth, you wouldn't charge me as accessory to murder in this one. You said you reopen my case and look at it as manslaughter instead of murder one.
Have you ever met a man named Peter Stewart?
He came to see me at Pacino. That's him.
Let the record show that the witness identified the defendant, Peter Stewart. What did you and Peter Stewart discuss, Mr. Warren?
He told me he could get me out of jail. Get my record clear so I could fight again. He told me he'd do it if I made him my manager.
And you agreed?
A chance to get my career back? You bet I agreed.
What was Peter Stewart's plan, Tommy?
He said he'd kill somebody and make it look like it was the same nutball who did Carl. He said the guy he killed wouldn't be missed, that the police wouldn't care who killed him. I told him Doug still probably had the gun I used on Carl.
In other words, Peter Stewart and Douglas McEwen conspired to murder Michael Strobach and Ross Bloor.
Yeah.
We'll take a lunch recess. We'll reconvene at 2 o'clock. Court's adjourned.
For a minute there, I was afraid you were right.
Yeah, me too.
You, feel like celebrating?
No.
Neither do I.
Hey, how your fish floating? I know this place, and some people think it's very romantic, but I think that if you're with the right guy, any place is romantic. We could talk.
What are we talking about, Dad? I'm not gonna change. And you're not gonna change. So, what are we talking about?
Well, I guess you are who you are.
Yeah, I guess so.
Every time we link up, it's only us there. We're thinking, will we get there? Is it wrong? Is it right? You know that I miss you, but I be getting mixed signals. Why you slow down? Don't stop this green light. Now you're calling me special when you know I can't have you. When I'm on to the next one, oh, now you want to get aggressive. Oh, fuck do you mean? You keep on making me leave. Nightmares turned into a dream. If you're so toxic to me, what am I feeling? Cause I thought it was over. Got me thinking my feelings over. You keep doing it over and over.
That was Dina Roan's last concert, performed 1 year ago this week. And as you recall, the day after this, she admitted herself into the Robinson Cole Clinic for drug and alcohol abuse. But we've learned that Dina Roan is coming out of the clinic this week to go on the comeback trail. But is it all over for her? Can she handle the strain of a comeback? We've also learned that she may be breaking her recording contract with longtime lover and record mogul Tony Stans. And what about her sister Janine Roan, the guiding light who helped build her career? What will she say about that?
Whole damn thing makes me sick.
Did you say something?
Talent like mine goes unnoticed while a tramp like her wasted her life. Give me another scotch. She's not gonna make any damn comeback. Not if I can help it.
That'll be $3. There's a woman at the bar carrying a gun. She's gone.
Dr. Kennedy wanted you to come in next week for a checkup, but I've arranged to have it at the house instead. Also, when we go outside, let me handle the press. I've got some hype for a concert tour I want to start, the likes of which nobody has ever seen.
Janine, please don't do this.
Honey, you haven't exactly been on the charts the last 12 months. We need to get a jump start on this career.
Look, I know you mean well, but there's going to be some changes.
Changes? What are you talking about?
I put the bags in the car. Now you want me to bring it around back, or do you feel like talking to the angels of the press?
I'll talk to them.
No, I will.
If you'll recall, you've never handled the press very well.
Well, then I guess it's time I changed that, huh?
Suit yourself.
Thank God you're here.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, just keep reminding me about that every 15 seconds.
Come here. Let's go, huh?
What are your plans now? Are you going back to film the stand?
Dina, are you going back on the tour?
Could you turn over here?
Hi.
Yeah, are you going back to...
First, I want to thank you all for coming. Second, I am a recovering drug and alcohol abuser who very much wants to rebuild her life. I'm going to break my contract with Stan's Records. I want to find a smaller record company, and I want to build a more modest career.
What do you mean? Modest,
I want to concentrate more on the quality of my life and not just the quantity of my record sales. So, thank you for coming. That's all. What was it?
Honest.
Tell him, of course we see him as an artist. Of course we share his vision, want to support.
Dina Roan just announced to the press that she's going to break her contract.
Tell him anything. Once we got him signed, it's a done deal. He's a big spender. He'll cut all this artistic crap and do what we say when he needs money.
I was so proud of how you handled yourself today.
I'm pretty scared.
New beginnings always are.
So how long have you been sober?
2 years, this 4th of July, but who's counting, huh?
Oh, you're home.
Hey, come here. I heard the demo records that you cut. You sound terrific.
Just getting them prepared for you.
Oh, Neely, this is Karen.
Hi.
Karen.
Nice to
Neely.
meet you.
Not only does Karen do my demo recording, she is also my backup vocalist, and she's my road manager, and one of these days she's going to cut her very own album.
I've heard so many stories about when you and Dina roomed together. I feel like I know you.
You didn't tell her everything.
No.
Dina, question. The liquor cabinet. What should I do with all the liquor? Do you want it out?
No. Keep it. I want to deal with things as they are.
Okay. Frank, you're being ridiculous about this. What do you mean, have we discussed signing with your company? What do you think? Look, as a matter of fact, Dina's in the room with me right now. No, Dina loves your company. It's just we haven't made a decision yet. I'll call you later. Are you all right? Don't say anything to Dina about my discussions with Cherokee Records.
Hi, Jill.
Dina, feels good to have you back.
Thanks. There is a small charity benefit at the Down and Dirty Club. It's for drug and alcohol abuse, and they wanted to know if I could sing there.
Honey, I don't think that's such a good idea. I think the first time you perform should be someplace with a lot more visibility, someplace we can really exploit this.
Look, I really would like to do this, so if you could please arrange it.
Whatever.
Hey, how's life at the top of the charts?
A little tense.
Oh, by the way, I saw your friend on television. She seemed to have her stuff together.
Yeah, well, I'm worried. It's like now that she's back, everybody wants something from her.
Thought her sister took care of all that.
Well, she's part of the problem. So's the record company. I'm not sure anybody around her gives a damn about her.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think you do.
Yeah, I do. Listen, she's performing tonight. You want to go?
This a date?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Can't. Gotta be on the corner of 3rd and Riverview.
Stakeout, huh?
Yeah.
Your loss.
Tell me about it. Have a good time?
Have a good night?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Remember me, remember me. I long to be your favorite memory. Remember me and all the times we shared, loved and cared. Please keep a part of me in your heart.
Watch it.
Though we will always be worlds apart.
Excuse me.
Hey, what are you doing?
Let me see your invitation.
Get your hands off me.
See your
Get your
invitation.
hands off of me.
Come with me.
Get away from me.
Can't pretend all I have left
All right,
is
all
just
right.
to be
Show me your
your
invitation.
friend.
Police, let me through. What happened here?
When I saw this picture in the paper, I knew it was her. She sat right there making these threatening comments. She has a real brainwave problem.
What kind of comments?
There was this show on, and it was talking about Dina Roan. Boy, did she hate her. She said she's not going to make any comeback. And it was after that I spotted the gun.
Do you know anything about this woman?
Not much. She's been in a few times, but nothing regular, and she's always alone.
What about a name?
Not really. Only she did make the comment that she and Dina had the same real first name.
Dina's real first name is Mary.
Mary, that's it. That's what she said.
Do me a favor. Call me if she comes in again, okay?
Okay.
Half a dozen witnesses from the benefit confirmed this sketch.
Yeah, and I have the statement from the bartender at the Platinum.
But at least we've got a pretty solid reason as to why this woman was at the benefit. Has Dina ever been threatened before?
Not that I know of, but I'm going over there this afternoon. Tell her about all this, see what I can find out.
All right, get the computers to give us a rundown on any priors named Mary with either medical or criminal backgrounds in celebrity threats.
If that's her name. I mean, who knows? She may have made it up.
I need Jake on the Lucarelli case, so you're on your own.
Thank you, sir.
Hi. You okay?
Dina's just gone through the toughest year of her life. You know, she's fighting real hard to keep her act together. And what's the first roadblock she runs into?
Listen, if you need me, you know where to find me, right?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know how much I missed you? Do you still love me?
Part of me's always going to love you, Tony. But our relationship wasn't good, so I have to put it behind me.
So you're running out on me? in the company.
No. No, I'm not running out. I'm going on. I want to sign with a smaller record company.
Are you sure you're not really running away? Are you afraid that you can't make it back if you tried? You are scared, aren't you?
If I wasn't, then I wouldn't be human.
You are a beautiful soul. You know that. I'll give you the strength to make it back. Together we can do anything.
I knew it. I told myself you were going to try this. I warned myself. Tony, you're still trying to con me, and this time it almost worked.
I made you remember. I backed you and no one wanted you. One album together. That's all. If it's not working, we're history.
You just don't get it. I can't throw away my future for a piece of the past.
Hi, Jill. Where's Janine?
She's in the house with Dina.
Do you know if there's been any threats against Dina's life? Calls, letters, any suspicious people hanging around?
I think you better talk to Janine about that.
Is that a yes?
The answer's yes. Tell her about that weird chick who sent all those letters and made those calls.
Is that so?
I think you better talk to Janine.
Of course, I'm glad you're leaving Tony's company. That's not the point. The point is
You
every
want me to
time
sign
you
at
make...
another large record company.
That's where the power is. That's where the money is.
Help me sign at a small record company where I can have a long-term...
Dina, you're a great singer. You're a lousy businesswoman.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt.
It's okay. We were just doing a little sparring.
Neely, what's wrong? I know that look.
We have reason to believe that the woman who committed the murder at the benefit was stalking you. I have to know, have there been any threats against you?
No.
Jill told me to ask you. Hey, I hung onto the file in case I could find out who it was and have a restraining order put on him.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
Because you were so strung out on the booze and the drugs, I figured it was the last thing you needed. Did you try to notify the authorities? These people are usually harmless. Mr. McCabe, Sergeant Capshaw. I think we have a lead.
So I've been working on the end of my new song. Listen and tell me what you think, okay? Be there when you call. I love you through it all.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hey, bravo.
Remember that Christmas when the water pipe broke?
Yeah, we couldn't afford a plumber.
So I tried to fix it, and then I broke the other one.
I remember sloshing around in 5 inches of freezing cold water.
And then the Christmas tree fell on your head.
She almost got electrocuted.
Yeah, those were the good old days. Hello? Yeah, just a minute.
Hello.
I'm coming to get you.
What?
It was her.
You okay?
I'm okay, I'm okay.
It's okay, baby. Stay there. Stay down. Nobody move.
She broke in there and used the phone to call up to the house, so do a real number in there for prints. I found some tracks leading up from the wall. I want plaster casts of them. These I found near that tree. Run them through the lab, okay?
Okay, Sergeant.
Thanks.
Sergeant Capshaw.
Yeah.
Mr. McCabe is on the remote.
Thanks. Yes, sir.
I heard what happened. You okay?
Yeah, emotionally things are a little rocky over here.
Listen, we found a Mary Smith with an extensive hospital record. Been institutionalized twice, arrested once for assault. I got her last 2 home addresses. Check with Jake.
Okay.
Well, here it is. Mary Smith, her life and the times.
Juvie Hall at 15.
Yeah.
Juvie Hall at 16. Attempted suicide at 17. Attempted suicide at 20. Possession of heroin. Pretty rocky life.
Pretty sad.
Yeah. There's about half a dozen people around Dina I'd like to get background checks on.
Get on it right away.
I want it done very confidentially. There's so much money riding on the outcome of what happens to her and what direction she takes. I just want everything double-checked.
That's what you want. That's what I'll get done for you. Let me ask you a question. This guy Stantz, what's his number?
Lots of charm and a very bad news guy.
He's also known for his cowboy tactics. You know what I mean?
He's a wild card.
The demos you did for Dina were terrific.
Were they terrific enough to let me record them?
Well, Dina has the rights to them, not me.
Well, what if we could get the rights? Oh, come on. Come on, I'm ready to step up. I can handle myself. Dina can't make a comeback. She's cracked in a dozen spots.
Step up. Okay. You help me, and I'll help you.
Tell me what you want.
Well, I need to get her to record that next album for me. It should sell. I mean, ex-druggie and drunk on the comeback trail. She's barely looking for one damn album anyway.
This is not what I want to hear.
Get a party. You know, we'll snort here, a couple of drinks there. When she's like that, she'll be spending money.
Which means she has to make money. I know the routine.
She'll come home to Daddy.
I don't want her to come close to Daddy.
You get her back to me, and I will make a deal for you to cut an album.
First-rate material. Top of the line production.
I'll put it on paper. What do you think?
I think we should consummate the deal.
Nice place.
Thanks. Yes, it's
great.
You know, when Mary moved into this building, she was just a pitifully unhappy girl trying to make it as a singer. Kept to herself. No boyfriends, no girlfriends. She tried to make it, but got nowhere. And then emotionally, she started to unravel. She got into real intense drug use for a while, flipped a couple of times.
You said that she lived here for 2 years and then disappeared.
5 months ago. She went out and never came back. Well, eventually I had to rent her apartment.
Did you try to contact her relatives or the authorities?
Yeah, both. Got nowhere. Folks didn't know where she was. The police had no record of anything. She did a real Alice. She went down the hole and joined the crazies. Want to see something? I used to sing backup for a lot of groups. Had some set of pipes. That's how I got this place.
Right, so you said she just left one day. Now, what happened to her stuff?
It was 1 suitcase worth. I kept it. You want me to get it?
Please.
Oh, let me just ask you. You know Dina Rome? And, well, the last couple of years, I've been writing these songs. Yeah, they're good. They're really good. But suppose I lay them on you. You think maybe Gina could give them a listen?
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
I've gone through all her things, and something's very wrong here.
All right, lay it out for me. What is it?
Look at all this stuff to protect your throat. Mary Smith was almost phobic about it. So what's she doing smoking? Mary Smith's shoe size is a 5.5. Mary Smith's foot has now grown to a size of 7. These are recordings. They're primitive and homemade, but her landlady says she would never go anywhere without them. Why'd she leave them behind? She disappears without a trace and then suddenly shows up at the Platinum carrying a gun. This absolutely makes no sense. You know, it's like...
There's 2 Mary Smiths.
Yeah. You know, if someone wanted Dina killed, they could certainly exploit the fact that there's this crazy running around threatening her.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to be careful not to trip yourself up since there's a real Mary Smith running around out there somewhere.
But she disappeared 5 months ago. What if Mary Smith is dead? And the Mary Smith running around now is a fake?
Dina wants to change her life. And that's radically gonna change some people's financial situation, right? When was the first time she mentioned this to anyone? Do you remember?
She told me that she talked to her sister, her lawyer, and Tony Stans 5 months ago. 3 days later, the press got wind of it. Dina's under a lot of pressure. I'm afraid she's gonna crack. I've got to get to this Mary Smith, whoever she is, and fast. Any ideas?
You're gonna have to make sure she plays in your ballpark. That's number 1.
Oh, don't cry. It'll be okay. Come on. Whew. Do you mind if I have a drink? You want one? I admire what you're doing. But I wonder, maybe you're being just a little too rigid with yourself. All these nevers. If you could just relax and feel more secure in yourself, then you could have one. And it wouldn't seem like some giant monster that's gonna devour you. You're stronger than you know. You don't have to run from this.
What the hell are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
I don't want you messing with her head.
It's okay, I wasn't gonna take a drink.
Talk about messing with her head.
I'll bet Dina would love to know she's financially wiped out, thanks to shoddy management. And who was trying to sell her off to another large record company just so she could make a fat bonus check for making the deal? Go ahead, tell her.
Janine, no. This isn't true, is it?
Dina, I...
Dina? Dina, what's wrong?
Go ahead, say it. I should have told her. How's she doing?
Not good. The two of you are supposed to be going to some party tomorrow night.
Tony Stanza's 40th birthday.
Well, she wants to go.
Under the circumstances, do you think that's such a good idea?
No, but I can't stop her. Excuse me.
I know that. Hi.
What's up?
Let me get back to you. Have a seat. Well, lots up. We found our girl.
Mary Smith.
Yeah. The original. ID'd this morning. Now, there was a Jane Doe found dead outside of Mountain View about a month ago. I had Mary Smith's dental records shipped up there.
She was shot 3 times in the back of the head at close range.
She was dumped in the hills behind her ranch.
We can rule out crime of passion.
Assassination. Like you were right about this thing the whole time.
Yeah.
How's your friend holding up, okay?
The record business, alcohol and drug abuse. She survived that. She'll survive this.
You mind a little advice?
From you, anytime.
Something I learned a long time ago. Sometimes with our friends, we tend to overlook the little things. Because, well, they're our friends. And we think we know them very well. So, what appears to be may not really be. All I'm saying to you is, be careful.
I will. Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, babe. I'm glad you made it.
Really? I had the distinct impression you don't want me to make it.
I'm sorry for the trouble I caused.
You know, sometimes my temper.
Spare me. Don't give me lies about how you feel.
Oh, what is this? Nice little family gathering. Can I join in?
Champagne?
No, how about a scotch?
How'd you like it?
On the rocks, like the rest of my life.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm following Karen's advice. I'm loosening up. That was heartfelt advice, wasn't it, Karen? So, sis, tell me. How much of a perk am I in the open market?
For what it's worth, I screwed up, okay? I managed our affairs badly. I lost your money. But you remember one thing. I helped build this career for you. I fought for you. I bled for you. Hell, I took a back seat to you. When you were so blasted on the booze and the drugs that you couldn't manage your own affairs, I took the heat for you. I failed. But who hasn't?
For what it's worth, you are out of the loop. I'm signing with a small record company of my own choice, and I'm doing it tomorrow.
Why are you doing this?
Why? Because I don't care. Because I look around and see that all I am is a commodity. And this commodity wants to get loaded. It doesn't want to think about records or record sales.
Don't do this.
Neely, you are my friend, not my keeper. And if you want to remain my friend, then keep quiet.
Let's go outside and talk. Now.
Let go of me. I am so sick of your stupid prissy remarks. Why don't you just get out?
I'm going home. If there's a problem, call me.
By the way, the closest you're ever going to get to one of my songs again is when you buy the CD. You're fired.
Whoa. You okay? How can I help?
You know what you can do? You can find some nice 10-story building, get up on the roof, and jump off. I'll hear from my attorney in the morning with the bad news. We're in history.
Freeze! Drop it! Dana, get back. Come here. Come here!
Jill?
What's going on? You're under arrest for the murder of Mary Smith and conspiracy to commit murder. Read her rights.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him present during questioning if you wish.
So, how'd I do?
You did great.
Whoa, Janine. What are you doing?
Figure I'll be fired. I'm just facing the inevitable.
Janine, I don't want you to go.
What?
I've been doing some thinking and some remembering. remember a young woman who gave up her own singing career. Helped babysit her selfish younger sister. I remember a young woman who had faith in that sister when that younger sister lost faith in herself. And mostly I remember how you watched out for me. When I gave up watching out for myself. Janine, I've made a lot of mistakes. And I'm gonna make a lot more. But I will not make the one where I forget to forgive others theirs. What do you say? Can we please start again? I mean, hey, licking booze and drugs and everything else they throw at us. It's a little bankruptcy.
Dina, I know I've disappointed you. And I'm so sorry. And I know I don't say it often enough. But I really am so proud of you. After they knew about the threats, they tracked down Mary Smith and killed her.
Then Joe went around as Mary. He wanted that album pretty bad.
Yeah, with Dina dead or having a nervous breakdown, Karen could step right in.
Oh, you did good work, Capshaw.
Thank you. By the way, sir, could you get dressed up?
Why?
Well, you're invited to a little party.
Oh?
I look in your eyes where you just can't disguise you're needing me to assure you that I'll stay by your side for the rest of the ride. We'll share in the highs and the lows. Wherever it goes, boy, I want you to know that I'll love you through it all. Catch you when you fall, boy. And in the good times,